One. Albert Austin wears the same costume. Charlie is better dressed than usual. Chaplin puts Austin off his concentration. After all, it's only slate 1. 46 slates later, and Chaplin uses a tracking shot to introduce Edna in the background on the left. Now Edna wears a different costume and plays a different character, a lonely girl who can't afford a meal. When Charlie enters, the artist's cafe is still in evidence. But now his intentions become clearer. Here is how he planned slate 1 to fit in. He cast Henry Bergman as a bullying waiter. The film is a simple cafe comedy about a man who's never been in a cafe. That's all it is, so far. Now he's got rid of his companion, Charlie discovers a new interest. Charlie now sees the importance of table manners. A customer in trouble for not paying the bill. In his early years, Chaplin was intimidated by waiters, and he knew just how many people shared his response. Charlie checks his own money supply. Chaplin usually plays such scenes with delicate restraint, but in this outtake, his improvisation gets the better of him. Finding a coin on the floor gives Charlie the confidence to recall the waiter. Henry Bergman was a staunch member of Chaplin's stock company, proud of his ability to play any part. But Chaplin was now wondering about his ability to play this one. Bergman plays the scene without that extra sense of menace so vital to the role. Chaplin is halfway through the film. He has discovered, at last, that he has the right approach but the wrong actor. He has to make a drastic decision. The kind of decision that drives directors mad. The next day, he starts all over again. He has to reshoot all the waiter scenes with Eric Campbell, this time to much greater effect. The scene is so much stronger that Chaplin's reactions are stronger, too. By the change of actor, Chaplin converts a mildly amusing scene into what, in its full version, is a classic sequence of film comedy. Later, Henry Bergman is brought back to play a rich artist anxious to paint Edna's portrait. Chaplin's original idea of an artist cafe pays off. The cafe scene cannot be sustained for a full 2 reels, even with retakes of Campbell. Chaplin needs another outstanding idea. He gets it by asking a simple question: where has Edna come from? Edna and her mother are immigrants. Chaplin now has the theme and the title for his comedy. He retains the emphasis on food. He does not, however, retain this scene. Chaplin plans to open the film with the boat scene, giving to all the scenes in the cafe an extra dimension. How the rocking effect was done is revealed in this photograph. A pendulum fitted to the camera enables it to swing as soon as the boat itself begins to rock. Chaplin makes even the misery of the immigrant seem comic. And he can use his stock company in new parts: Henry Bergman and Loyal Underwood. The set of the dining room is not on the boat, but in the studio. The cameraman accidentally reveals that the set is on rockers. It is here in the film that Charlie finally meets Edna. During the card game, Chaplin produces a prop he had never used before and would never use again. Other outtakes include flashes of Chaplin as director, telling Tiny Sanford how to move his arm, watching an uninspired actor in growing dismay. becoming affected by Sanford's overacting. By Sanford's whistling. Or by his own method of shuffling, in which he doesn't move a single card. In contrast to all this hilarity, a flash of anger at unruly extras in the farewell scene. Near the end of the filming, Chaplin ties up the loose ends. A coin now becomes the link between the boat and the cafe. After 745 slates, he has to reshoot his meeting with Edna, for now they know each other. The film now falls into place as Charlie realizes that Edna is alone in the world. What started out as a simple cafe comedy now becomes a well-thought-out story of two immigrants who meet on a boat, part, and are brought together by fate, a coin, and a bullying waiter. The rich artist now propels them towards a happy ending. He will pay for the privilege of painting Edna's portrait. And Chaplin wraps up the story with this charming scene. On its release, Photoplay magazine said, "In its roughness and apparent simplicity, The Immigrant is a jewel. No farce seen in years has been more adroitly, more perfectly worked out.